So my dear students, in today's session we are having a conversation over a line of symmetry. Do you know what is a line of symmetry? So students, now we will understand the concept of line of symmetry. So here is a paper. First we make a fold, right? Then we make another fold from the center in this way. Okay. Now we will open it back and put some color in the center like this. I hope you guys are visible to the color. Now we will fold it back as we did before and punch it by some pressure. Now one more fold and punch it by pressure, and we open it back. Now what will we see here? If you are clearly visible to this, here is a shape and two different lines of symmetry. One is this one and one is this one. Can you please tell me which of these two lines you can see symmetry on both sides? If we look on the first line, that is this one, right? This line of symmetry, we see that this shape of figure is exactly same here, right? If we see around the second line, that is here, then around this, one part is this and second part is this, but we can see that there is no symmetry here. So this is not the line of symmetry and this is the line of symmetry. So guys, can you now define the other lines of symmetry from the given figures? Can you find out? So we will have some pictures and you will have to tell that is there the symmetry against both sides of the line or not. This is the first picture having a dotted line. You have to tell that is this represents a line of symmetry. You have to just check the above portion of the dotted line and the down portion of the dotted line. If they are both same, that's a line of symmetry. So in the first figure you can see the both sides of the dotted line are equal and similar, so it's a line of symmetry. Here in this second figure you can see that both sides are also equal and similar, so it's also a line of symmetry. But here in the third figure you can see the leaf and the dotted line. The dotted line having right side is not the same as the left side because the center is not the same. So you can see here that it is not a line of symmetry. And in the fourth figure you can see that the shape is exactly divided by the dotted line. Do not go on the color but on the shape, so it also represents a line of symmetry. In the fifth figure, the star is divided by a dotted line and it also shows here a line of symmetry. In the sixth figure, the both sides, if you are visible, then you can see is it a line of symmetry or not. Yes, it is a line of symmetry. In the seventh figure, again it is a line of symmetry. In eighth figure, the top one and the bottom one both are same, so it's a line of symmetry. In ninth figure Here you can see that the above portion of the dotted line is not same as the below portion of the dotted line, so it is not a line of symmetry. And in the 10th figure you can see that there are two circles above and two circles below the dotted line having same color, so it represents a line of symmetry. So my students, you can easily find out which is a line of symmetry and which is not by just observing the figure. Now we will have a mirror method to understand better the line of symmetry. Now we have a lemon, and you know that a line of symmetry is with that line which have both sides equal, right? Now if we divide this lemon from the center, then you can say that both halves will be equal, right? Now here we have divided this lemon from the center, and we have two equal parts which are same on either sides, right? Now the concept of line of symmetry can also be seen in a mirror. If we put this half away and we put the lemon towards this mirror, if we put the lemon towards the mirror, then we can see the whole lemon as the second half is in the mirror. Can you see it? Can you see the whole lemon? Right. So the mirror is working as a line of symmetry. So my dear students, from here you can conclude that mirror also acts as a line of symmetry. So in today's session we are ending up here, and there is a task for you. You have to do is what? That find the symmetry in the English alphabets. There are 26 alphabets, and you have to find the symmetry and separate them on the basis whether the symmetry is horizontal or vertical. So what you have to do is write down the English alphabets and find that can you make a symmetry in that figure. Okay, and after that you have to divide them in the basis of horizontal symmetry and vertical symmetry. And after you have done this, you have to comment in the comment section as which of the alphabet is having horizontal symmetry and which is having vertical symmetry. Okay, so thank you. Stay home, stay safe. Good morning students, how are you? I hope you are doing good. So in today's class we have discussed about line of symmetry, and there is a task given to you that differentiate English alphabets along with the horizontal line of symmetry and vertical line of symmetry. So you can see here some of the alphabets which are having a horizontal line of symmetry, like B can be divided horizontally in a symmetrical to same figures, right? C is as well as a horizontal line of symmetry here, same D, same E, K, H, I, O, X. So here you can see that all these alphabets can be divided horizontally by a line of symmetry. So same here, like in H, I, O, M, T, U, V, W and X, you can divide them in a vertical line of symmetry, which will divide these alphabets exactly in the same on the both faces. Can you see the symmetry on each sides of the dotted line? So this is what we have given you as a task. I hope you all have done this. So today we will discuss about this. What do you think it is look like? Can you imagine what this thing represents? Can you now imagine of this figure? So there is a man, very rich man, who used to save his money and gold in a safe locker, right? This is a safe. So there is a handle in the front, and the password is, when the man make a half round of the circle, the safe will be locked, and by another half the safe will open back again. But as you know, there are two different colors, yellow and green, are used in this safe. So here is a problem by knowing on which side the lock will be open or closed, right? When we rotate this upper one to down to the below side, the exactly same figure will appear, and we cannot conclude that whether it is open or not. So the man faces problem by opening and closing of the door. So what could be the solution to this problem? That the man will easily know that the safe is locked or the safe is now open. How can you find out? Can you think of it? So there is an intelligent daughter of the man who marked a circle in the yellow color above and say, when this dot come round the bottom, safe is locked, and when the dot come round on the top, then the safe is open, right? So in this way, the man will easily be able to know whether his safe is open or closed. Like here, I make the same figure again. So when the dotted one figure comes down after a half round, so it's a half round, right? The safe will be closed, and in this figure the safe is open, right? So here we can say a half round is a rotation when the above portion comes downward and downward comes above. So can you tell me about some figures that which figure is similar in their half round? Now the question here is, which among the following figures look the same on a half turn? So in the first figure you can see on a half turn the above portion will replace the bottom portion side, and it looks the same, so it is similar on the half turn. Figure there is a man on a wheelchair, and when we make a half round turn, the head will come downwards and the leg will come upwards, and hence the half turn will not look like the same as the previous one. In the next figure there is a plus sign. Yes, it's a half turn, similar on a half turn, but in the next figure there is an arrow which will differ on a half turn. Again, the P symbol will differ on a half turn, and in the next figure there is a flower, and you can see as well as the color will be similar on a half turn. And in the next figure there is a recycling symbol which will have a flatted side on the bottom and edges side on the top. But when we make a half turn, the edge side will come downwards and the flat side will come topwards, and hence in a half turn the figure will not be the same. So in the next figure again there is a shape which will be exactly same when we make a half turn. And in the next figure there is a circle, and the circle is always be the same when we make a turn, whether it is a half turn or 1/4 turn or full turn. The circle is always the same on either sides. But in the next turn there is a triangle. There is an edges portion on the top and a flat portion on the bottom. When we make a half turn, the flat portion will come on the top and the edge portion will come on the bottom, and hence the half turn will not be the same in the triangle. In the next figure there is a pentagon having similarly the edge on the top and flat on the bottom, and when we make a half turn it is not the same. In the next figure there is a hexagon, right? There are 6 corners, so we call it a hexagon. So when we make a half turn this figure will be the same. So we can say a hexagon having a half turn will be same. So we have seen different types of figure which are similar on a half turn. So look at this word MOW, right? When we make a half turn of this word, we will rotate it clockwise and then one more. When we make a half turn, W will come here, O will remain in the center, and M will go to this side. W will convert to the M, O, and M will convert to the W. MOW, MOW. So this is a word which reads the same on a half turn, right? Let's take another example. SIS, sis. When we make a half turn of this word, then half turn, imagine you are rotating this turn, this S will come here, then I, and then S, sis. Again it will read the same on a half turn. So if we talk about English alphabets, there are some alphabets which will have the same on a half turn, like H. When we make a half turn it will remain as H. I on a half turn, again I remains as I. N, when we make a round half turn, the N remains always as N. Similarly as S, X, Z. Here are some alphabets which remains as such on a half turn. Now we will come to numbers, right? From 0 to 9, which of the number having same on a half turn, right? When we written as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So try to find out which of these numbers having same on a half turn. 0, 1, 8. There are 3 numbers which will have same number on a half turn. So today's task is that you have to find out 2-digit or 3-digit numbers which will having same digit numbers on a half turn. The hint here is this 2-digit number and 3-digit numbers will be formed by these digits, right? Let me give you an example. If I talk about 2-digit number, if I take 1 1 and make a half round, then it is always a 1 1, right? So it is a hint for you. So you have to get the numbers of 2-digit and 3-digit numbers which will be the same on a half turn. So we are ending up today. Thank you and have a nice day.